Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, DOKKANFEST KALE CAULIFLA is confirmed to be the next DOKKANFEST coming to Global. And I know that it was leaked a few days ago by iSeriously that this was going to happen, but I didn't want to cover it unless it was 100% confirmed. iSeriously does have a pretty good track record, but he has been wrong a few times in the past, so I just like to be correct with the info I give out. So it is confirmed now, so that's why I'm covering it now. As you can see here in the in-game news, we do have the Dokkan event teaser for the KALE CAULIFLA stage, and then we also have the revamp for those daily events. It has excuse me. It basically has the Turtle School turtle shell item event along with the Hercule Zenny event, and then combine those two with the Guru link leveling event, and you get this event, which is fantastic. So that's coming as well. This did come with KEFLA's celebration on JP. I called it KEFLA. It is KALE CAULIFLA celebration on JP, but it feels like deja vu because I feel like it was just a few weeks ago where I covered all of this information for JP, but weirdly enough, it has been 2 months since the release of KALE CAULIFLA on JP. I mean, it does seem very soon too, because we are just skipping over STR Super Vegeta and his whole celebration, and he came out in July for JP. So they're delaying Super Vegeta. They know everybody wants Super Vegeta, and it's bad in one way, it's good in another. There are good and bad things about this, so I'm actually going to head over to the Dokkan Wiki, because I want to cover the units first, but then I want to cover the whole entire timeline and just sort of explain to you guys why this is so whack. It's messed up. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this change, simply because it affects us with future banners. So taking a look at the unit themselves, right, KALE CAULIFLA, they are amazing. They are really, really good, and they are a waifu. They are definitely tempting. I just thought about this. I'm sorry for that long pause, but they are actually probably going to be available on our Christmas banner this year, instead of what was supposed to be LR Tech Super Gogeta if it was following last year's sort of formula. They're probably going to be on the Tanabata banner as well as having their own DOKKANFEST banner. But anyways, getting into the unit, they are amazing, as I said. I mean, they lead pretty good categories. They are probably top 3 best units for long events in the game. They stack attack and defense, but the biggest thing is that they heal with a pretty good active skill condition to fuse, which is just activation from the 6th turn from start of battle once only, as you can see here, and they fuse into KEFLA, right? And when they do fuse into KEFLA, they recover 60% HP. So if you're stacking and stacking and stacking, and then you eventually just take damage from other characters, but this character is taking no damage whatsoever, then you can transform into KEFLA and heal it up, and by that point, I mean, she's going to seal the deal. She's very good herself, right? But KALE CAULIFLA infinitely stack, and then they're just so good. Launches an additional attack with a medium chance of becoming a super attack, a 30% chance. They have 160% attack and defense unconditionally, and then they get an additional attack and defense plus 6% with each attack performed up to 60%. So you will need to land 10 attacks with them. So at minimum, it's going to take, or at the longest, it's going to take 5 turns because they perform 2 attacks guaranteed every turn. Doesn't need to be super attacks. And then they get an additional attack plus 60% if there is a Universe Survival Saga category enemy, which actually isn't that uncommon, but it's not going to be around more than 10% of the time. But yeah, they're just a really good unit, right? And looking at their category, Bond of Friendship has, I believe, a lot of Gokus, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got a lot of top tier Gokus, like the MUI from the 6th anniversary, Super Saiyan Goku from the download celebration. I mean, Spirit Bomb Absorbed, STR UI sign. I mean, they have the new like support Saiyan Saga Goku from version Z. I mean, you've got LR Kale and Caulifla. Like, this is a really good category with a lot of fantastic units on it. So they do lead a very solid category, and they also lead rapid growth, which does need the help because it's basically just the Universe 6 Peppy Gal Saiyans. But overall, just a really solid unit, and it's KEFLA. She's like very good as well. With that HP recovery, launches the additional super attack again, 30% chance of it being a super attack. High chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, so she gains 50% evasion, which is very solid because she doesn't stack anymore. But having that 50% chance to dodge is very good. Plus an additional attacking defense plus 60% when attacking, and then additional 60% attack when attacking with 6 or more key spheres, which shouldn't be that common. I mean, you could do something like bring the 50% support Super Saiyan Kaba along, or something like that for him to orb change. But yeah, just a really good unit. Definite, like as I said, like top 3 at minimum, top 3. She could be they could be rather, not she. I refer to KEFLA as she, but they could be the best unit for long events in the entire game. And I wouldn't, if you said that, I would not disagree with you. So, looking at their banner unit as well, you have this unit Super Kaba, who is very cool, right? Definitely want to use him with Vegeta because his unit super attack requires Vegeta on the team. And when you unit super, you're stacking defense as well as attack, so obviously stacking defense is always going to be a super good, super relevant thing. But the problem is that you do need Vegeta on the team, and when you look at his passive, right? Attacking defense plus 130% unconditionally, 6% attack and defense per Universe Survival Saga category ally on the team. Universe Survival Saga category allies keep plus 3 and 40% to stats, plus an additional attack plus 60% when attacking when your team has an ally whose name includes Vegeta attacking on the same turn. So it's weird, right? He would work very well with any of the Universe 6 Saiyans, like any of the Peppy Gals, like KEFLAs or Kale and Cauliflas or anything like that. But he wants Vegeta on the team. It's like so weird the way they built him because he needs Vegeta on the team, and the only real place you're going to get that is on Universe Survival Saga. It's not happening on Universe 6, even though he's a really good Universe 6 support. I mean, he's a Universe Survival Saga support unit, but as I said, like, it's just very odd the way they built him, considering he does have that Universe 6 link and everything. Like, he does have Tournament of Power, so he should have enough ki. I mean, there's no way. It's basically his only source. Actually, yeah, it's going to be his main source of ki. Considering you're not going to have Warriors of Universe 6 active unless you're floating like Int Super Saiyan 2 Kale or something. But overall, like, he's just built very weird. He's good, but he's just built a little odd. And he sort of got shafted in that regard because you look at units from banner or banner units like Third Form Frieza, Physical Heart Attack Kakarot, or Stroku, or whatever you want to call him, Heart Virus Goku. You have the new Android 19 and 20. All of them are just so busted. You would not even understand that they were banner units, because last year, if you saw those units, you'd believe they were Dokkan Fests. But this guy isn't nearly as good as any of them. So yeah, I mean, he's cool, but definitely not the one you want to pull. So getting these units out of the way, this is going to take a while to cover, but there are the units, right? So taking a look at the timeline of events, as you can see here, they did come out like 2 months ago now. It's October 5th when they dropped on JP. And the problem is that our celebrations on Global are getting just gutted, and they're mix and matching things, and they're moving things, and it's frustrating because we've already experienced that. If I can head over to, I think it's June, right? Is it June? It might be May. They just absolutely gutted our celebrations, and I have to find it. I do like that they changed this, interface here for, the timeline of events. Okay, it was July, so right. So here's our current celebration besides the Heroes one, right? So we have these EZAs and everything, but then Global, we did not get these Extreme Super Battle Road stages 21 to 30. We completely are missing these right now for Global. They did not drop them during the Thank You celebration, even though they did drop for JP during the Tanabata celebration. And as well as that, we also are missing out on the EZA for the Kid Goku and Bulma card that's supposed to EZA. We're missing their EZA. And we also did not get Janemba, right? We know that. That was a very recent thing. And that's upsetting. I know a lot of people wanted Janemba. We're not getting Janemba. And since we are not getting Janemba, we're probably going to be getting him in the same slot as Tech Jiren last year. So January, I believe? I think it was January or February where we got Jiren. And what does that mean for Global? So with this celebration, right, this is the wow, this is like super messed up. So this is the celebration that's the KALE and CAULIFLA debuted on JP. So I'm going to sort of go through the celebration for JP and show you what is probably not going to be coming and what will come. So October 5th, 2021, they got these units, obviously, so they're banner drops, which is coming to Global on like the 3rd of December. So in just a couple of days, I'd imagine we're getting this banner. We got the physical Super Saiyan 2 KEFLA EZA, who is an absolute dreadnought beast as well. She's like Dokkan Fest, like just amazing level. Even though now she's sort of she's a banner unit, I believe now, right? But she's like the best Patara leader. She stacks defense infinitely. She's an orb changer, a nuker. She has that evasion. And she's just so good. She's like actually very sublime. And the fact that you could pick her up with those gift cards we got handed out during this celebration, the thank you celebration on Global, means that pretty much everybody should have her and should have her easy aid when she does drop in a few days. So she's amazing. You know, a lot of categories are getting buffed with her EZA. Just a fantastic unit, right? So going back to the timeline, I can actually close these three. Actually, I'll keep them up for now. But here on the 8th, so 3 days later, we got the EZA area for these three. The Super Saiyan 2 Universe 6 Saiyans, KALE, CAULIFLA, and Kaba. We also had a World Tournament, which I don't expect to be getting on Global. It's only been a short time since our last World Tournament on Global. With that being said, though, it's not out of the question. You know that, as I said, it seems like they're just picking and choosing from what each celebration, what's staying and what's not, and where they're going to be ending up filling in their place or just straight up taking them away without any replacement for that content, thus giving us just drier celebrations. But my fingers are crossed that we don't get this World Tournament, but it is possible because they did like make our last World Tournament like different in lieu of trying to catch us up, because we got a whole bunch of awakenings. They skipped basically over 2 extra World Tournaments because they gave us the Demon King Piccolo copies for completing 10 and 50 wins in the World Tournament. So who knows, it's possible, hope not, but it is. And in that World Tournament, we also have the awakening for this AGL hit and the TN. Now, I doubt that these awakenings are coming, because I don't think the World Tournament is coming. I mean, they might possibly awaken this hit. This hit is good, but he's immediately overshadowed by the tech hit EZA, but that's where it comes into play, because I don't think tech hits EZA is coming. So before we get into that, I mean, you can see these three are really good, by the way, these three free-to-play EZAs. I mean, Kaba's amazing. He has that high chance to crit, so you can just go additional with him. He can do a lot of damage. KALIFLA, in particular, is extremely impressive because she raises defense by 30% for 3 turns. She has that 60% chance to dodge. She can hit like a 3 or 4 million attack stat. She is a free rainbow. And on top of that, she loves playing with Kale, right? And Kale is a great card as well. You know, I don't particularly have much fondness for support units like this, but she is capable of having a decent amount of defense, and you could theoretically keep her as second slot instead of floater, because she does want to be teamed up with KALIFLA, but she's a very good support unit as well. I mean, she was great even before her EZA as a support unit. Obviously, she got overshadowed by, like, physical UI Sign Goku, but now she's a really good support. So those EZAs for these free-to-play Super Saiyan 2 Saiyans, Universe 6 Saiyans, are really solid. So we are getting the banner, we are getting the KEFLA EZA, we are getting these 3 free-to-play EZAs. No on the World Tournament, I don't think. No on the Petten Battle, because we just had a Petten Battle. And no on this Chain Battle, because we just had we still have a Chain Battle active right now. So that gets us into the Hit EZA and the Part 2 LR. We're not getting the Part 2 LR. I'm like 90% certain, because we are probably getting the same, like, double rates banner LR that JP is getting. Like last year, we had that Super Saiyan 2, like, BoJack movie Gohan double rates LR banner, and we are most likely getting that again, because why would they take away Janemba? Probably because I mean, I don't know why they took out Janemba. It's a little weird, because it would have been great to have Janemba come, because that way he can return sooner with yellow coins. But that's the weird thing. I don't think we're getting tech, or not tech, but I don't think we're getting STR God Goku and Hit. In place of that, we are getting that double rates banner. Which means that these guys get pushed back, and these guys are like the best summonable, like, yellow coin LR in the game. They are the best. Their categories are great. They're just so strong. Like, they are so strong when you float them, but they also have a 50% chance to dodge in slot 1 and 2. They're just so good, and the way that they're built, they're basically guaranteed to get their super attack off. Makes getting their 18 key a lot easier, which means you can get greatly raising attack and defense. I mean, they are amazing. And we're not getting them, which is frustrating. And what does this mean? So taking a look at the banner for Kale and Caulifla, we have Videl, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, STR KEFLA, the EZA tech hit, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. Alright, banner. Videl is probably going to be the only other one besides the new Kale and Caulifla that you really want to pull. Everyone probably has these units already at some capacity, whether it be through summoning or through purchasing with stones. But the real problem is future banners, because we are completely skipping this man right here, STR Super Vegeta. Nowhere to be seen. He came out in July, I believe, right? July? Yeah. And he's extremely good. He has the best leader skill in the game, in my opinion. Pure Saiyan's 170% to stats. Attained Evolution is good too. Guarantees the crit. He just hits very hard. And he's just a lot of fun. but we're not getting him. Instead, we are getting Kale and Caulifla, who are really good as well. Pretty much for the opposite reason Vegeta's good. They like long events, and this Vegeta likes shorter events. But what messes with this is that JP currently has this banner, right? They are having the 17 and 18 banner, which has STR Super Vegeta, the Int Broly, and then like these three who are all very good. Plus, of course, the new banner units, right? So the deal is, if we skip Super Vegeta now, and we get Super Vegeta in like January or something like that, or February, we are not having Super Vegeta on this banner. And this banner is insane. For a big reason, because of Super Vegeta and Broly both being here. Most global players don't even have Broly. Broly was on Super Vegeta's banner, if you can recall that. Broly was on Super Vegeta's banner, and Broly has not returned on Global at all. Broly's returned twice to JP, has not returned once to Global. Why they decided this year to not have the Saiyan Day unit on one of the 350 million download celebration banners is beyond me. So the problem with this is that Vegeta's banner was fantastic, but the whole thing with JP is that everyone was saying, including myself, there's no reason to summon on Super Vegeta's banner now if you can just summon on the Android's banner and get him or pick him up with red coins. And that means you can skip his banner, who has a pretty decent banner, but it's weaker. As you can see, Beerus and these two, not nearly as good as like in Future Gohan, in my opinion. In Future Gohan, still really good. But yeah, I mean, Broly was the big incentive to summon here. Broly, Bojack, Super Vegeta, and the second form Cell are the reason to summon on the Super Vegeta banner. But since we are getting Super Vegeta and Broly on the Androids banner, and the Androids are so good, they are practically a must summon, why not just summon for them on this banner? Well, we can't, because Global will most likely get Super Vegeta way too close to this Androids banner, thus he won't return for the Androids banner, which means that this banner will theoretically get nerfed to hell. If they put if they put Videl on this banner, it's so weak. It's so much weaker. They might put Bojack on the banner, it's going to be weaker, and it messes with Global's plans. We don't have Janemba, he's not coming till later. We don't know when the Hit and God Goku are coming. There might be a Global first. It's just frustrating. So I'm not sure what JP is going to be doing when it comes to this celebration here. I mean, you do have the banner, you do have the Dokkan event, we are getting this. Infinite Dragon Ball History Stage, of course, Dokkan Battlefield, of course, Story Events Return, of course. This EZA you use these medals to get Super Saiyan 2 KEFLA's EZA, of course. No World Tournament stuff, I'd imagine. Weekend Summon tickets, they might not come for Global. Probably they will, but who knows. No Pet in Battle, most likely. No Legendary Summon banner. No EZA for Tech Hit either, which is bad. When's this EZA coming? If he doesn't come in this celebration, when is he coming? I don't know. That's what sucks. And no Chain Battle. The only thing that I can see is that perhaps they fill the void of not having the Pet in Battle, not having the Chain Battle, with having the Extreme Super Battle Road stages that we should have gotten on Global during the thank you celebration, but we didn't, and we got them instead, or we might get them instead in December. So this is sort of a rant. I don't know where they are, by the way, but you get my drift, I hope. It's just a mess. I'm not a huge fan of them butchering celebrations like this because of not really having the optimal strength of banners, or not getting the content soon. As you can see with these Super Battle Road stages, I mean, I can't even find them right now, and I'm looking for them on JP, but we have not seen we're so far behind on Super Battle Road stages. We just got 41 to 50 on Global. So it's what's the deal, right? What is happening? And when you're behind on content like this, they're just artificially making our celebrations more dry than they already are, which is the biggest problem, because, you know, global players are complaining, hey, our celebrations are kind of dry, hey, you're kind of just like mix-mashing things, you're not really giving us the content that we should be getting on global that you guys had on JP. Right here, there we go, so these stages again. So it's like, what's the deal? Anyways, we'll have to see what their plans are for this celebration, but at the end of the day, we know that the Kale and Caulifla is coming, they are confirmed, and with that, we should have a few nice things coming, all of those easy A's, except for tech hits. But the good thing is that this is going to be a easy skip, right? Most people are going to say this is an easy skip, that this banner is an easy skip, not this banner. Summoning for Kale and Caulifla is going to be an easy skip, which means that Tanabana, or the Christmas banner is probably going to be an easy skip. They're probably going to be that featured unit on the Christmas banner, that has, like, the 6th anniversary LRs and everything on it, so, I mean, that's the positive, right? We can save our stones. Anyways, that's a long rant video. Let me know what you guys think of this whole debacle, and until next time, I will see you in the next video.